No more Kaslana, time to move on. More to Zaychik's family or Shariak, more to just other stuff. I really want, Honkai. I think a great way for Honkai to push on forwards is to really just move away from all the previous characters. Not like 100%, but like, you know, what they've done with the recent one. So part 1.5, the next patch is kind of like story-wise centered around Seely and Susanna. Do that. Don't, none of this Ride and May stuff. None of this, not too much of Bronya, not too much of these other characters. Introduce a new cast that is a bit more of the main stuff. And these other characters play like a bit more of a background role, right? They play a bit more of the, like, if I was to compare it, let's use One Punch Man as an example. Like the S rank heroes are the ones that you call at the very end, right? They're the last ones you call. But for more of the generic stuff, you call the A rank, the B rank, and the C rank heroes. And so for this example, like, you call in Seely, you call in Susanna, you call in Rosa, Lilia, you call in these characters because they're like the A rank to B rank heroes, whilst you save the S rank for whenever something incredible is happening. So keep them as background characters for going on further until, like, we obviously get to something like AFO, and then in the further where it's dealing with a lot more of the stuff, including these other main characters, where you can then bring them back as critical characters and critical playable characters, like, in the far future, right? Because I think that just sounds a lot better in my opinion than just constantly being around like Raiden May, Bronya Zaychik, Fu Hua. I love these characters, by the way. I do love them. I think they're great characters. But the game so far for the past 6 years has only been centered around them, and it's gotten quite like samey, right? But yeah, I want Alvatir playable. I think she, like, probably in the future. If Susanna is playable, then absolutely Alvatir will be playable in my opinion. Like, absolutely. Eventually. Like, eventually. And that's what I think they should do. Like, move away from the main cast in a sense of them being the focal point. Have them there, but they're not the only characters participating, because previously it was only Kiana, May, Bronya, Fu Hua, Durandal, Rita, and like maybe Seely. Actually, Rita wasn't that prominent. Who was the other one? Teresa. Move away from them. Go Seely, Susanna, Alvatir, whoever the else, Schrodinger. I could bring some of them in. Schrodinger. Actually, I don't know if you can do Plank. Make like, it'd be absolutely incredible if they could make like Tesla and Einstein playable in some way. They could even introduce like Welt Yang if they want to make him playable, something like that. Just do some sort of something else, because I think a fresh start is a great way to continue. That's just my honest opinion right now. And like, that is kind of my thoughts on Honkai going forward. I definitely want to continue playing Honkai, because obviously a lot of people that have been playing Honkai since day one are definitely right now looking at this as like a moment. Will they stop playing? Will they not stop playing? And I myself, I'm like, you know what? I've been playing for a year now, almost. It'll be like a year in May. I've been playing Honkai like almost every day for a year. I think I don't think I've missed a single day since I started playing. Maybe I've missed one or two, but like, and I still have a lot of energy to 100% play, right? I think I can 100% enjoy this, and I'll definitely continue playing, but I definitely want them to like delve out a bit more, get out of your comfort zone. Don't just stick with what you think is going to be like popular. Go outside and try to make something that you don't think is popular more popular, or something that you don't think will be liked, make it liked by making it interesting, making it fun. And just do that. And obviously with the remake of the game, the rehaul, or revamp, or whatever you want to call it, the game is obviously going to get better in a lot of ways. I just hope they hit the nail on the head in multiple areas. And yeah, that's my stance on the game. I wanted to give like a small little kind of like my thoughts on the game now that part 1 is done, and like where it's going and how I want it to go. Just in a sense of like a gameplay sense and enjoyability sense, is that just try new things. That's really it, right? Just try new things and have a good time with it, because the game is like successful already, and it will continue to be successful probably. But yeah, just give it another go, and there you go. Alvatir look like Raven. Maybe continue with the new school like Adam and Lyle while they're still young. Maybe. But they're like, yeah, they're like still young, so they can be introduced as characters. Tim and I haven't grown up yet, exactly. Please no more Schrodinger. Every time she appears on my screen, my brain melts. Well, it's not that like she'll be appearing on the screen and talking about quantum mechanics all the time. It's more so that she'd appear on screen and just be like somewhat of a character, because she wasn't really prominent the whole time. But I do understand what you're saying, that when she's on screen, it's a bit much. But yeah, that's my stance on Honkai right now. I wanted to outline that slightly because probably some people were wondering, hey, are you going to continue playing Honkai Impact after part 1 ends? Are you not going to continue? What are you going to do? and I think I will personally. I'll probably cover the game to the same extent that I usually cover it, story stuff, character analysis and whatnot. As far as the game interests me, and so far it is still interesting me, obviously with the Susanna character coming out.